Hello, and welcome back to the latest and final episode of the series of the Dub Sessions podcast. Finale for season one.
I was going to say, you're making it sound like this is it.
Now that's it, isn't it? We'll be back. You don't have to be tired of our faces. But presented by me, James Double, aka LFC_J Dubs, and my brother.
Ben Double, aka Dubs LFC.
A little bit of a delay since the last pod. We had a week off.
Yeah.
And
then it's delayed. And then, we recorded it, and then we went to a wedding and it got delayed uploading and editing.
And then I went to another wedding and I've still not uploaded it.
This is for listeners. On YouTube, it's up.
Yeah, correct. On YouTube, it's been up for a few days. Listeners, apologies. Still not had the most recent, which was, I think, a preview of the final game of the season. So we've not even actually reviewed any of the trophy lift.
No, we haven't.
Or anything like that. Or Trent going, or any of that, which is crazy. When you say or Trent going, you mean for the 10 mil?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could have a little bit of that. Well, actually, that's all the latest news. We'll leave that to the end. Or should we start with latest news and get into the season review as the main segment? I'll let you decide.
No.
I'm feeling loose. It's the last season
loose.
of the game. I'm feeling
last season of the game.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, you don't. We were talking about news and transfers now.
Do it. Go. So we'll start off with the obvious. So Trent news.
We saved 10 mil.
We saved 10 mil or earned 10 mil?
Well, no, I don't think it was 10 mil. So different people saying different things. Some people saying they're paying us 10 mil. Some people saying they're paying us 5. But we save money on Trent going now because he doesn't get his performance base. He doesn't get his bonus on winning the league and stuff like that because he goes early.
He doesn't get his bonus on winning the league?
On certain things, yeah, because he goes early.
Interesting.
Because not end of the season.
I thought they gave us 10. But then I thought they're just paying...
And also his wages. And also his wage.
Which I guess isn't going to be 10 mil, is it? No. Yeah, it's interesting. But either way, happy to get a bit of dough.
For the wrap.
Happy that we actually got it from Madrid in the end. I didn't really want to talk about Trent too much. It's done now. I'm over it.
Yeah.
Other news, Kelleher leaving.
Yep.
Big one today. Was it you or did I see someone else tweet? He's going to save a penalty against us. Was it yesterday, was it?
I think it was
last night?
Yeah.
He's going to save a penalty against us at some point this season.
Well, I'm
typical Kelleher
I'll fashion. Be able to support Brentford.
I mean, I like Brentford anyway.
Until they're against us or whatever.
I don't necessarily support them. No, I like them.
I want Kelleher to do well though.
I wouldn't mind Brentford doing well over 98%
Everyone's complaining about
the Premier League.
Price. 18 mil. And I understand it is low, but at the same time, I think it helps Leverkusen. I think that's another reason we did it.
Maybe. There could be actually
because they got Flecken.
You get given for cheap, we'll get Flecken on the cheaper, then you can have Verts.
Yeah, because Brentford, if they got rid of Flecken without signing anyone, everyone would be charging them more because they know that they need it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
So they might not have let Flecken go so fast.
I thought as well is we were requesting at least 30 mil last summer. It's been another season.
Yeah.
The transfer number had to come down. I wanted at least 20 and we got 18.
So. Yeah, I don't mind it. It's pure profit as well because he's academy.
Yeah.
He deserves to be number one somewhere in a good side, so I'm happy for him.
And combining that and Trent's 10 mil, Frimpong's paid off.
Yeah.
Before you even started this summer transfer window.
Well, that was paid by Trent.
What do you mean?
We already put Hughes and Edwards masterclass. What? We're paying 10 mil a year for him.
So
it's not even up front. We paid 30 mil for him, and it's not even up front.
I didn't know that.
10 mil a year.
I thought it was straight up. Is it
10 mil a year?
So all Frimpong has to do is win us a cup every season, and it's worth it, basically.
Quite easy.
Love that. It's crazy. Yeah, that is a masterclass. Would you pay 10 mil for each season of Frimpong? The way I do the maths is, okay, going into a season, would I pay Frimpong this year 10 mil? Yeah. Stays at that height for next year. Would I buy Frimpong for 10 mil? Yeah. I don't see that number dropping below 10 mil for 3 seasons.
No,
it's a no-brainer.
Paying 30 mil just spread out, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's no brainer in terms of if you look at it like that. I don't mind that. It's the same argument, just in reverse of the value of a player. Is in January we were right to not sell Trent for 20 million
100%.
because
We don't know what happens.
well,
Bradley was injured.
Bradley was injured. He scores winning goals. He gets us over the line in games with his assists and stuff, and we don't have a cover for him. So during that period, for winning the league, which we did because of it, he was worth more than 20 mil. No, it's a no-brainer, and it's kind of same as that. Obviously, Verts Wednesday hasn't happened yet.
No, it won't happen. So.
Don't reckon.
Well, he's going to be playing football in about half an hour.
10th of June.
Yeah, half hour he's playing football.
10th of June, maybe. Number on the back of his shirt because he really wants the number 10.
Maybe. I think it. Well, it depends if they get knocked out today or not.
Oh, it's the final, the semi-final, isn't it?
Semi-final, and then
Spain
obviously the
against
final and
France.
the runners-up final, whatever.
So they
The
get
third place
they
final
get
was
Portugal.
Sunday against Portugal, and it's the winner of Spain, France. But yeah, so it's a final and runners-up. But like, you can imagine Verts being like, if they don't get through to the final, like, I'll fly back and do my medical announcement and then go back. But if they score the final, if they get through to the final, I don't think they will because it's obviously more important.
So there's a thing about, I think you raised it actually, of if we sign them before a certain point. Did you tell me this?
About the kits.
No. If we sign them before a certain point, they come under last year's.
Oh yeah. It's only this window. So the window's open from the 1st of June to the 14th of June to accommodate teams going into the Club World Cup to get players like Madrid have done with Trent.
Oh, I didn't know that. So this
is
literally
just to accommodate those clubs being able to get new players for the Club World Cup.
Oh, cool. And we're just taking the piss out of it, basically.
So yeah, we are taking the piss. We're getting all our deals done.
Nice. I mean, again, masterclass. I take it. So Verts Wednesday not going to happen, but a lot of noise around it.
Yeah,
a lot of
noise. It's basically
on
done.
him.
It's just structure of the payments.
Well, and that's relative to Bayern rather than Verts.
Yeah. No, Verts is done. Yeah, apparently Verts is done. Like, I think personal terms and everything. Like,
I've seen Instagram stories and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then it's just down to the structure, and I don't think they're Russian.
No, they're not Russian. They're German.
I knew you were going to say German. I knew it as soon as I said Russian. I was like, I don't think they're rushing the deal. Obviously, it would go down as the biggest transfer in England, British transfer record, and to have those payments. And like Verts is like, we can't even do it now anyway. Verts isn't available to be able to do this deal because he's playing football.
Busy. Yeah.
So I think they're just taking their time in making sure we're both happy.
The whole breaking.
I'm not worried.
The whole breaking the transfer. It still reeks to me of when we broke it for Virgil, when we broke it for Ali.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's game changer.
It's a game changer.
He is he can be a generation. I hate people that call it early.
Yeah.
But you look at it, like, the only, like, so it was Mainu, Skelly, and all this, like, they call him generational talent. So I'm like, no, you can't. But like, to me,
they might be.
Yeah, they could be. But like, people like Yamal, like, if he stays fit, he is a generational talent
already. Well, 100 games for Barca at 17. Like generation.
Verts is the same. Like, he's 22. He's won back-to-back Bundesliga Players of the Year.
Yeah.
Like, to do against, and he hasn't played for Bayern.
Yeah. Also true. Yeah.
Like, to do that at another team against Bayern.
Yeah.
So like, I reserve generation talents for when they have proven themselves, like Trent at the top for that. Like he is a generational right back.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Well,
and like,
people are now starting to call him,
as soon as he leaves,
the best right back of this modern era. And
but yeah, so I think Verts can be that. He's so good.
He's so good. Any other noise around the Premier League rather than Liverpool? Because I don't know if we have much more noise.
Kirkes is basically done as well.
Oh, he was the number one on my list. I thought I had said him. Yeah, I heard Kirkes was nearly done. I saw, was it Fabrizio had like red and eyes.
Well, it helps when Kirkes is signing Liverpool tops as well.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I rate him. I have the slightest of
it's 21
concern about the Liverpool don't sign egos, and he has an ego. Not necessarily bad, but he has an ego.
Maybe.
Like,
well, we don't
his
know.
Instagram posts and things like that, he's very outwardly confident. Well. I wouldn't say like the same, but sure.
Yeah, but like, Instagram post is fake anyway, isn't
it? Yeah.
You don't know.
And I'm not judging him
I can't judge him as a person.
No, I'm not judging him like that. I'm just saying it's like, that's the one concern, which is allowed to be a concern. Doesn't have to mean final judgment. Around the rest of the Prem...
We wouldn't get him if he had a league.
Fair. Around the rest of the Prem, Maignan to Chelsea might be happening,
Yeah, I did see
which solves a lot of their issues. Because I would say,
it doesn't solve. That's not their main one. Their main one is their centre backs. They haven't
yeah,
got a leader in the
that's
team.
fine.
That is it.
But a good keeper is huge for them. And
Yeah.
probably one of the better keepers in the world.
Yeah,
Top
but
5,
I would say
probably.
their centre back issue or leader in the team is the issue.
Yeah, that's fine. And I'm not against that. But are you saying getting Magnan's not going to improve them?
No, it will improve.
So that's literally what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So that's a really strong signing for them. Who else were they linked with for 100?
They got Delap.
Oh, was it Ekateki?
Yeah, today.
Ekateki.
Yeah, well, he was linked by the same guy that said that.
Oh, that was it.
Flirts
Because you
wanted the
said,
number
does he
10.
want number 10 as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. They're in for the lap as well, which I saw
No, they got
loads.
Delap.
They've got him already
Yeah,
signed.
they've
Is
got
it?
him.
I saw loads of slander about Delap, and like I can't believe they're buying him.
Yeah, but to be fair, when you actually look at the highlights, like
Yeah, but
I know it's
anyone
highlights,
can
but
pick out highlights, can't they?
30 mils is still anyway. But
Also, when you're in a relegated team, like he has good highlights as well within that relegated team.
yeah,
So I wouldn't judge that. City,
it's going to spend 400 million this year.
yeah. So
It's fucking ridiculous.
Reinders, who else?
Turkey,
yeah, another winger. Even though they just bought a winger and another winger. He's a right second mid.
Who was the other one? There was another one as well.
Is it centre back?
I can't remember.
Yeah, Reinders in midfield because they put up the picture of it, didn't they?
Ryan basically done it. It's on Here We Go.
Is it? I rate him as well.
I rate Ryan. But at the same time, Milan
46 mil as well. It's a joke.
Milan did finish 8th.
True. So, what does that say really? I've not heard anything about Arsenal. I heard that Zubimendi may not be going there.
Yeah.
Zubimendi saying I might go to Real Madrid. And what was it? Yeah, I did put a picture of me on a beach
to squash
rumours that I was in London because I'm not decided on something. I'm like, you're flaky as fuck. I'm like, I hope we don't. Like, don't get me wrong. If we sign him, I'll support him. But I hope we don't because he's not set on being here at all. He would much rather be in Spain. 100%. And so he's going to go within 2 years, basically.
But yeah, Sesko is the other one they're linked with.
Yeah, which is a good striker for them to have, to be fair.
And Sane on free.
Oh, I heard Sane to, was it Palace? No. Who's Sane linked with? Sane was linked with someone else. I want to say, who are Everton joking about signing? Oh, I'm not even joking. Everton want Doak.
Yeah, they do.
I don't want to sell Doak to Everton. I don't want him ripping us apart. I'm keeping him. Move on. Season
United
review. What? Who? Cunha and
60 mil.
Buemo. That's huge for them.
Yeah, but have you seen how much that they're putting in Buemo? 250.
Okay, a week. Is that good or bad? I don't know. What's your gauge?
I would not put Buemo on 250 a week.
Is he like third top goal scorer of the Prem last year?
I would not put him anywhere near that. I'll put 150.
Really?
Macca's on 150.
Yeah, but that's different. This is a broken.
But this is what I mean. Like, he was on 50k at Bradford.
Yeah, again, I wouldn't.
You can't go and put him on 250. This is where they won't be able to get. They'll be able to get those 2 players, and that's it.
Yeah. And I know their model's broken, and I'm not saying within our model he would be on 250, but
no, exactly.
250.
I don't think many people pay 250 unless they're paying over the top.
No.
100% not. I don't think he's worth 250 a week.
Crazy. I don't know what the average is now because that doesn't seem that crazy anymore. I'm aware of like Curtis Jones playing for barely anything relative to the rest, but
Diaz is on 55.
Yeah, you can imagine him. Would you give Diaz 250?
No.
Would you give Kanate 250? Because that's the rumour.
No. I'll give him 200.
So Kanate wants 250.
Yeah, I'll give him 200. Saliba's on 180.
So would you let Kanate go if he don't want to? If we don't give him 250?
Yeah.
Really?
I'd sell him this year if he don't want to sign.
Who would you buy? It's a bit of a different conversation, but because in my head
if he's not signing, he can fuck off.
No, but like
I'm not having another situation where we go.
No, I get it. I really get it.
Like, it's pissing me off so much.
But stop. I get it. But if he will sign for 250, why are you not going to pay what it would work out over 3 years? 60 mil for Kanai right now.
Yeah.
1,000% is a.
For a 6-year contract, I would go there. I wouldn't go.
Yeah, well, then all of a sudden your transfer wage is up at like 130 mil. You've just signed for him.
But I'm not going to put him on 250 just to have a 3-year contract for him to go for free again. I'm going to demand more. Like, it has to be. If you're giving him 250, he's here for 6 years through his prime.
Fine. I'm not against it. I'm just trying to
I'm not having another 3 years and he goes to PSG for free.
At the minute, I don't see any centre backs that are signable that can hold a candle to Kanai.
No, but then you just go try, don't you? You go try it best, don't you?
I mean, yeah, I'll take Bastogne.
This is what I mean. You just go try and play. Like, if you get him rid of Kanai, there's going to be a fee there. Someone's going to pay 50 mil with a year left.
I suppose. I don't know.
PSG would pay 50 mil.
I didn't think. It doesn't sound that ridiculous to me. And Buemo, slightly older, seasoned in the Premier League, one of the top GA of the Premier League last year, come into his squad to try and fix it.
You say it's better than Gakpo? Would you rather Mbeumo or Gakpo play?
I would rather a Gakpo.
Yeah,
but
Gakpo's on 180.
That doesn't mean the stats would say Gakpo.
It's not about stats, is it?
Yeah. But it doesn't mean that United would say that about Gakpo.
250 is a lot.
I would pay 250 for Gakpo.
I think 250 is still a lot.
Yeah, to be fair, I have no gauge as to. Like I said, I've already said that. I don't know. I don't know. Right. So we're going to start with
the thing about wages.
Yeah, we're not going to start with the thing.
The thing about wages we need to remember is they also, when we say 250, they only get half of it. I know it's still a lot, but like to them, they only get half of it. So it doesn't even matter for them. As in, like,
yeah, and like that doesn't even affect my sort of feelings. No, like, I have no gauge. Right, we're going to move on to a full season recap, and we'll end with our season predictions.
Yeah.
Cool.
As in, predict next season already?
Yeah. No, I meant the recap of our season predictions, but yeah, I have got a little pre-prediction.
You already without any transfers? Well, yeah, we're the only ones making transfers.
Yeah, I want you to replicate what you did this year, which no spoilers. Let's see if we can do it next year.
But we made these predictions like August last year.
I know we did, but you didn't. You already made this prediction, your top 4 prediction
which was
June. Spot on. Right. So some stats for Liverpool's season, title winning season, 20th title winning season. What was their final league position? I'm going to turn it into a bit of trivia, actually. That's fun. What was their final league position? Don't look at the answers. Liverpool.
What?
Last season.
First.
Well done. Oh my god, that was not meant to be hard.
Oh, it was a really
that was literally
confusing question.
I've just told you title winning. I said, where do they end? You went.
I was really confused. I thought it was like a trick question.
How many points?
I don't actually know that one.
I'm
gonna guess 82.
It's 84.
Oh, I knew it was between the two.
Do you know how many wins we had? Well, I'll start backwards. Do you know how many losses we had?
3.
We had 4 losses than that. Forest. 2 either way, and 2 either way of Arsenal, whatever they were. I don't even care who they were, but we lost Brighton and
Chelsea.
How many draws?
6.
9. And so that leaves 25 wins. I'm not going to make you do the maths or guess. Ain't bad.
We won.
I would also say 2 of the 4 losses and 2 of the 9 draws probably would have been wins if we still had to win it.
Oh, 100%.
So you're probably talking 8 more points. You're probably talking a 92-point season.
Yeah, at least.
That's actually a really interesting question I've just thought of. Do you know how many points Liverpool got last year?
Why is 78 in my head? I don't know why. I think that's Arsenal's this year, isn't
it? 74 for Arsenal this year.
Why is 78 in my head?
So this is how much of a genius Arne Slot is. In one of his first interviews, where they asked, "What do you think?" I think it might have been his first interview. What are your aspirations with Liverpool? What do you want them to achieve this season? And he said, "I just want them to do better than they did last season." And everyone was like, "Well, that's going to be title contenders. So how does he really think he's going to do that? Because we finished 3rd last season. Last season we got 82 points. We got 84 points this season, and he won the league. He knew exactly what he was doing. Goals scored.
Am I guessing 4?
What?
How many goals we scored?
Yeah, goals scored and goals conceded.
Oh, I don't know if we've got over 100. 91.
Oh, no. 96.
Oh, damn it.
And what's your goals conceded?
33.
I'm really impressed in the ballpark. She ain't bad. 41. Both within 10. It's pretty good. Not within 5. Not good enough. So that gives her a goal difference of
was in 5.
just. Oh my god, 91 was on 5. Fine, whatever. 14 clean sheets. I feel like, and this isn't a disrespect, if Ali had a run the whole entire season, would he have more?
Kind of got you say a stat about Kelleher. Did you see it?
No.
He's saved the most penalties in a penalty shootout in Liverpool history. He was the only keeper to score, save penalties in back-to-back games in Liverpool history, and he only played 67 times for us as well.
That's mad. That's so good. Why does he save so many penalties? Why is he in front of so many penalties? I know why, but it's literally the whole Carabao
League Cup, yeah.
Unbeaten run. Do you know what the magic number was this season?
I guess what, between October and
I'm going to add the caveat.
March.
These are all AI generated for speed. Don't know if I believe it, but we're going to track it. Maybe it is true, actually, because we didn't lose for ages. Yeah, we didn't lose between October to March, so maybe it is correct.
I'm going to go 24.
Oh, see, ballpark. You're doing very well.
Don't say 26.
It was 26. Very good.
Oh my god!
Why were you going
I
to say
said
that?
26.
Why were you going to say
I was
that?
in my head. I was like, "That's 26." I was like, "No, it seems too high."
How many days were we at the top of the table for?
Oh, that's like fucking 200 or something.
Go on, man. You're doing pretty well at the ballpark, so I'll allow it. Go. What is it?
It's
For audio listeners, he's currently head in hands, struggling with the pain of this. Good luck it's not a quickfire question, because he's not quickfire in the slightest. Doing maths as if he's ever going to get near it. I've already told him he's over 200, so why is he even coming up with that? He's doing months, isn't he?
221.
I'm really impressed. 234.
Oh, for fuck's
It ain't bad. I really like this game. Right. And now a couple of stats. Just stats you can't really guess unless you already know. So Liverpool scored in every away league game for the first time in their history. You would have.
Isn't it 2 as well?
What, scored 2 in every away league game?
I was a stat about us scoring 2 in every game.
I don't know.
I think it's every away game.
Virgil van Dijk, do you know his stat? The silence is deafening, especially for our audio listeners. He literally just looked at me. You know when crickets is sound of someone's face and they're just so like deadpan. It's like cricket noise. Go in your face. Do you know? No.
Say I'm going to be like, yeah, I know that.
He played every minute of the league season, leading a defence that conceded 41 goals.
Okay.
Well, that's where the lie of ChatGPT comes from.
You don't play the last game, did you? You didn't start. Not last game. Game before last.
You're a liar.
Quanza and
go no. Canai, because we said
Canai didn't play well that game. Yeah.
Fair. So you're a liar. Don't trust anything I ever say. Move on. 20th league title.
So I could be right on all of these right now.
And the final one, yeah, he could be. Slot. Do you know Slot stat? Everyone knows Slot stat. It was said many times when we lifted the trophy.
What?
5th man in history to win on the debut season.
Can't name the other 4.
I don't know. Mourinho.
Yep. Pellegrini.
Conte. No? Pellegrini, was it?
Conte and Pellegrini, I'm going to go.
And there's a United one, I think. No, there won't be.
There's only 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mourinho, Pellegrini, Conte. We said another one.
Not Slot, but it didn't count.
No, we said another one.
I didn't say any of us. As far as I'm aware, I've said Conte. Who else even is there?
I don't know. I'm just pointing you up.
It didn't work. I don't even care. Did Wenger win his first season, did he?
No.
Don't be silly. Okay, let's do the maths.
Pellegrini, Mourinho.
So,
Conte.
well,
What?
You literally just gave me Mourinho. It's not useful. Ancelotti,
Ancelotti was the other one I was going to say, but I was like, did he?
Ancelotti, Conte, Pellegrini, and Ranieri.
I was going to say Ranieri as well, but I was like, is that like technically first?
Premier League.
Yeah, so he was at Leicester before,
I think.
and then he came up.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Anyway, just a recap of a few things of the season. So the first one I wanted to talk about was the death run. So just a recap of what
Well, we
the
haven't
death
played
run.
anyone good.
Well, exactly that. So leading up to what we'll call the death run, inverted commas, when we had the announcement of the Champions League, I remember way back when everyone were like, Liverpool are done. Like, Liverpool season hopes done. They'll lose in the league. They'll lose in the Champions League. They'll only go for a Carabao Cup, etc. A reminder of what that death run was. It was about 2 to 3 weeks of maybe a
Wasn't Leverkusen the first one?
slightly longer. No. So we had Chelsea,
Yeah,
Leipzig,
yeah.
Arsenal, back to back against Brighton, Leverkusen, Aston Villa. We had a tiny little break against Southampton. Then we had Madrid, City, Newcastle. We came out of that beating every single one other than one draw in there, and I can't remember who it was against. Was it Arsenal?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we drew
And we
Arsenal.
won every other game.
2. I think it was.
I don't mind it. I like it.
Oh yeah, we won the league.
Would you be disheartened if we got another version of that this year?
No, we're winning everything.
We're gonna win a lot. What, quadruple?
Yeah,
You saying it now?
yeah.
Oh, he's actually set up camera.
If we get Frimpong, Kirkes, Verts, and then I don't. It depends. Yeah,
We need a rotation.
I just
Nah, we need a DM
yeah,
to
Ward.
win it all. All right, if we're getting him,
Yeah,
is that still rumored or is that done? If we get Alvarez and Ward, yeah, we're doing it.
If Diaz goes, we're getting someone.
Yes, that's fair. At
Apparently,
the
we
time,
linked with Leao today. Someone linked us. I don't believe that at all.
at the time, I did believe we were riding a wave of just momentum, confidence, new manager, confidence in the new manager. There was clear like performance, like it was working. It's just this can only go for so long. I remember the game after Newcastle. Can't remember who it was, but we lost.
Did we draw that
Or
Newcastle
drew.
game?
We drew against Fulham, I think.
We drew that Newcastle game.
Was it a
That
draw?
was a 3-0.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. So we drew one, lost, drew two, didn't lose. Obviously, Forest was literally just before, I think, but we don't talk about that.
I'm glad we lost that game.
Why?
No pressure. I'm going unbeaten.
Ah, fine. Yeah, that's exactly.
I said this at the time as well. I'm glad we got it now because if it got to March and we still were unbeaten,
changes.
every single team would be playing 110 times more than they already do against us, which is already 100 times 10, 10 times more than against any other team.
So, interesting question. Do all the boys go on holiday if we're still unbeaten?
No.
You don't think they do?
No. No chance. Maka still plays every game.
Yeah, crazy. And then after that death run, everyone.
he's not playing for Argentina. Well, you brought Maka. He's out of the
No,
squad.
you brought Maka. Don't you Maka? I brought Maka.
Well, you did.
He's not playing. So
he's out of the squad because of injury. So I'm guessing that's why he didn't play for us. He's been carrying injury for quite a while. By the
so he's just resting.
Yeah. He was just playing through injury for us.
Damn. He's a little warrior, isn't he?
He is an Argentinian warrior.
But
he is the butcher.
Coming out of that death run straight into a draw or a loss against, not a loss, it wouldn't have been a loss because loss was against Fulham, so it would have been another draw against weaker opposition than we've just faced. Because I remember coming out of them like, how have we just done all that and then gone and drawn to someone lower down the table, essentially?
Yeah, but could it have been Bournemouth?
No, we beat Bournemouth because there was the whole joke. Bournemouth took points away from Arsenal and City, and we're like, oh, we beat this Bournemouth super team 3-0.
We beat West Ham.
I'm
trying to think of the teams.
Actually,
we played at Ipswich from the start.
So, still here is one from earlier. So we drew to Fulham with the red card. Oh, that was it. It was just the
Fulham one. Yeah.
It was the draw to Fulham. So it was the end was Newcastle draw. We only just beat Girona as well. It was like a 1-0 against Girona, which we were like, what's going on? Then we drew to Newcastle, to Fulham.
Yeah, but that was when we didn't need to win, wasn't it?
No, still match day 6. We still need to win to guarantee like promotion sort of thing, which didn't matter anyway. But yeah, Anything of the season you want to shout about?
Shobo's been getting a lot of hate. I think it was a season. Like I've never seen so many fans get on players' backs.
Yeah.
Like individually, like we're winning every single game, and you're still trying to blame a player for not playing well.
Was it
Mac to start with.
Maka?
Mac to start with. Then
I remember being sat here and be like, Maka's one of the best players on the team, and he's get slated.
Yeah.
Then it went to Shobo.
Yeah.
And was that when then Shobo got injured and was out for weeks?
And then
everyone was like, we need Shobo back.
Yeah.
When he was out, everyone was like, we're missing him.
Literally, now they're doing the same. They're going like, we don't need Shobo.
And then, Jones stepped up and did really well in that period. Robbo has been scapegoated 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. He's not as good. He's not as young as South.
No.
But he's still been
Right,
solid.
you can also say he's not as good as he used to be. But
and then everyone slated Endo at the start of the year. And now everyone loves him.
Everyone slated Endo straight away.
Now everyone loves him.
He's literally a cult hero. Yeah. People have slated Diaz throughout the season. Started and ended one of our best informed strikers.
It's just crazy the slander that players get.
And then the thing that really confuses me, and don't get me wrong, I've supported all of our players and I always will until they're no longer our players. But how so many people can gatekeep Nunes when he's not doing a lot of the stuff that the other people are.
Yeah.
And that's not to say Nunes is bad, because his GAs for Liverpool are surprisingly really high.
Yeah, right, yeah.
It's not bad.
They should just be a lot higher.
It just should be way higher. And like what I'll call critical and significant mistakes he makes, the ones that get slandered don't make.
Yeah.
They just don't do a creative.
I just don't think.
There's someone that replied to you earlier. This one really annoyed me.
About Shobo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the last one, the last reply, I don't think you replied to it. No, it was a guy that replied to someone else. And it was like, oh yeah, he's told not to do creative passes. He's told not. Wait, he said 2 things which I'm like, oh, told not to have a good first touch and told not to be able to receive the ball in the turn. Which I'm like,
both all the time.
He literally does them both all the time. But regardless, if that's your opinion, fine. That's your opinion on his Billy. Don't even care. Don't even care. The next 3, he said, isn't allowed to make creative passes. I'm like, could be genuinely an instruction, yes.
Yeah.
Like, Slot could literally be like, you do not take the chances which are 1/10 of the time going to pay off. You make in your position, Jobo, you make 10 out of 10 passes because you press, you get the ball.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be creative. You're in a position where
100%.
I need the ball.
Yeah.
And there was like the 2 other things he listed. I'm like, all 3 of those could so easily be
instructions.
Shot, don't shoot from outside the box.
Whole team on. Like, Mac is the only one that really does it. Gravenberch when he pops.
Yeah. And then the third one, I can't remember what it was, but again, it was exactly the same thing of, that is so obviously an instruction, and I can't believe you used it as a justification against him.
Could shoot.
Yeah.
And he doesn't.
Well,
and you know for a fact he's holding himself back.
Last game of the season. Literally has the opportunity to do it, and he slides in Salah. Yeah. And like rightly so, because Salah had a really good opportunity.
Yeah. But this is probably... So you don't know conversations that have gone on behind closed doors. This is where Slot sits down with him and he's like, instead of having an XG of 0.1 right here, you pass there, we get an XG of 0.6 instead.
Yeah.
And that is what he'll be saying.
Which...
Not an XG, like they won't say XGs as such, but they'll say a better chance to score.
Yeah, obviously. But I will actually raise my hand now and say, that is the side of football I hate.
Yeah.
Because I love the fact of, all right,
banging one in.
0.1 of actually, go and smash it in top one. Like Gerrard, West Ham final.
Oh, but he did it.
If he played in Slot's team, Gerrard could never have that shot.
Literally.
We could never have Olympiacos. We can never have so many moments.
Cherky to City.
Yeah.
He'll lose his flair. Look at Grealish.
Well, literally, that's why it doesn't make sense. Like, Savinho and Doku have been allowed to express themselves a little bit more than Grealish, but that's because they're pacey.
Bernardo Silva,
Grealish is pacey in the same way.
Grealish, like, they don't flare.
No.
It is systematic, and that is what you will be.
Yeah. The only one I remember being flair-like is David Silva, and even then,
he
picked his moments as well. Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And...
Sorry, I got off on a tangent, but...
No, because I don't mind it at all. It's kind of relevant to the whole roboticness of football.
Told what to do
and you play a system, which, and I've said this as well, is I prefer Klopp's football.
Yeah, 100%.
If Slot's going to win us 5 back-to-back titles, Slot every day of the week.
Yeah, 100%. Like, it is about being more controlled.
More controlled, and it's not like the football's not exciting.
No.
it's just
Slowed down.
very different. Slowed down, very different. We had so many exciting moments this season.
Yeah, 100%.
And like games where you beat like Leverkusen 4-0, Real Madrid 3-0.
So you've got to be more patient instead of just pushing and pushing and pushing.
Exactly. And then there's still in there elements of magic, basically, which is needed, sort of thing. So yeah. Quick, just run through the other competitions. So obviously Champions League won the first league phase.
We took the winners to the final. To penalties.
I didn't. This is pet peeve of mine. I have little stats I really want to get. So you might be able to help me. So excluding Argyle, PSG,
lost them. They won it.
penalties, they won it. Newcastle, they won it. Last year in the Europa League, we went out in the quarters or semis to Atlanta,
they
who won it. In last year's FA Cup, we lost to United, who won it. In the Carabao Cup, we won it last year. And the year before, we won.
Technically, we lost to Newcastle in Carabao Cup this year.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It still counts.
Yeah.
And then the year before, it happened as well. We lost in the. We were in the Champions League that year. Real Madrid knocked us out. Won it. Real Madrid. And then. Again, I think we won the Carabao Cup again that year. Did we win back-to-back Carabao Cups?
No, it would have been an FA and a
FA Cup. I can't remember. But again, we lost the other cup to the winners again.
Yeah.
Like, if you beat us, you're going to win the cup. Otherwise, we're going to win it.
Yeah.
And that's a precedent. The only team that's failed that is Argyle.
How much of that is confidence in beating us as well?
Oh, it could be. Definitely could be. PSG, I wouldn't put that on this year.
Yeah, but it's a hard-fought win, though. They see us top of our league and how we haven't really lost this year.
Yeah, that's fair. It was a good... And
the biggest test from this year, easy.
The main reason
And we played shit.
This is what I was going to say.
And we still nearly won.
The main reason I mean, that's actually a very interesting point, because the main reason I say what I said was because they were so good against us. Like, they were
first half of the year, they were shit. We swapped in the Champions League form.
Yeah.
We were shit the second half, and they were shit the first half.
So incredible. But we were shit and we just lost.
Yeah.
Like, just.
Penalties.
It's absolutely mad.
Apparently Arsenal were really close, but they lost by 2 goals.
And they lost by 2 goals when they had 5... 5-2 in the end. So was it 5-2, 5-3? Was it 2 goals? I thought they won 3-0 and then 2-1. Arsenal won 2-1.
I don't know. I just know Rice got 2.
Obviously makes 4-2. That's me being stupid. Sorry. Yeah, crazy. So yeah, what my point stands is we only go out to the winners of the cup, or we win it ourselves. So better buckle up next year, because
basically
no one's winning nothing.
I'm going to put a bet on for us winning the quadruple.
Okay.
And then every time we get knocked out, I'm going to bet on them to win it.
Correct. Like, facts. With the one exception of if we have played a bunch of kids and not even taken our first string to the game, e.g. Argyle. Like, if we've not tried to win it, they're not going to win it. When we've tried, we always lose to the winners, even if it is United. So, a few more quick-fire questions to sort of run through parts of this, unless there's anything about the season you want to talk about. So, rating out of 10 for the whole season.
8.
Slots, first season?
10.
So,
Slot.
For Slot is 10.
Yeah.
For Liverpool is 8.
Because of slip-ups.
Because of the cups and stuff? Or
we shouldn't have lost to Argyle. Slot should have taken more. Well, it's not his fault Gomez got injured and Jones got injured in warm-up. And I think that's a totally different game when we dick them.
Yeah, I agree. And then Newcastle, if the team turn up and do what Slot wants, or aren't tired, or things go our way on that day, we win another trophy, so that's down. PSG, if we manage to win on penalties, that's another mark.
I think for us, like for me personally as well, like fucking love this season. Like the Champions League group stage, we smashing it the first half of the year. I'm loving Slot coming in tactics, obviously winning it, but it has been dampened by Trent the whole time. We've been dampened by rumours talking about him. Do you know what? Yeah, it's been in the back of our heads the whole time. Obviously, it's done now. I don't want to talk about it anymore. like throughout the season. Like we've been speaking about it since December or November
Yeah,
when the
there's
rumors
always
were,
been.
and every week we've been updated. I've been seeing things on Twitter like the whole time.
I did see someone tweet saying, I don't know if Sky Sports realise, but Liverpool have just won the league in their manager's debut season, yet it all just seems like it's Trent's last game
Yeah.
or something like that. I was like, it was so true because it was all
Do you see like
orientated
people
around that. But
comparing Trent's
goodbye.
post?
Oh yeah,
No, not even from Liverpool, as in his post compared to like everyone else.
no.
He was like, oh, something like a really good send off, like acting like it was almost for him. That the wording is so bad.
Oh,
Like,
of
thanks for
the
parade and stuff. Like,
parade.
thanks for the send off and all this kind of stuff. It's like, it's not for you, mate. We're celebrating as a city.
Well, that's it. Yeah, no, I did see this. Everyone is talking about. Everyone's posts is all about
The
the team and
they
the
even
fans.
comment in the incident that happened, which we haven't spoken about. Well, we haven't spoken about the parade.
Well, yeah, we haven't spoken about parade yet.
But the incident that happened and like Verge, Gakpo and stuff, a few of them mentioned it and saying like, hope everyone's okay and all this kind of stuff. And Trent, from a scouser, didn't say anything.
Yeah, it's weird.
So that is weird.
We'll talk about it straight away. So obviously our thoughts and prayers were always with the people affected by it, and it's one of those worst things to happen when so much joy, so much enthusiasm around the day, around the celebration, to have something like that happen. The thing that pained me the most, and we won't go into detail because it doesn't need to be talked about like that, but I hated the reaction of people trying to justify the behavior of running people over when no one knows the situation, rather than turning into a UVS thing, have a bit of decency and just care about the person that got hit and the people that got hit.
That whole comedian thing.
All of it. Making a joke. Don't care, but don't do it. This is the time where people have literally had potential life changing situations happen on a day they're trying to celebrate. And
like I understand like people make dark humor jokes about like 9/11 and all this kind of stuff, but you're not doing it on the day. Like this is the thing, and he made it on the day. People are still in hospital suffering from it. If you're gonna, if comedians are to do like at least leave it a couple months before you put that into your whatever.
Yeah,
if you're gonna,
because we're not even going to get into comedians, but obviously there's always a line and people always toe it.
Oh yeah, I understand.
The day is never acceptable.
No, the day of, no.
And you would never do it. And it was taken from I can't remember the actual wording, but it was a dig at Scousers.
Yeah,
again. Used as a dig at a society that's just been hit on the same day. That would not happen to any other society. No comedian would make that joke other than it being about Scousers.
Yeah, I understand.
It's literally the only people they would make that joke about. So yeah, thoughts on things. Obviously, hope everyone's full recovery in that sort of situation, because it's so horrible when you go to a place like that to celebrate, and life can be flipped upside down so easily by the minority doing actions like that. So yeah, parade up until that, biggest in Liverpool history that we've seen.
Yeah, it's 1.5 mil.
Was it? I didn't see that. I saw all of the train up above it sort of ahead of time. Brought the whole thing to a standstill.
If I was off work, I would have gone.
Yeah. Don't know about how do people go to the loo?
Just piss yourself.
Oh,
no,
what a parade. Anyway, back to the quickfire questions because we had a slight detour. What is the best parts of Arnie's Liverpool? And I mean that as in about his season and about the way he plays and approaches things. What's your favourite part of his?
If we're not doing well at half time, I know that he's going to tweak things so we are.
Yeah.
That was more relevant for the first half, but I think it was just hard in the second half. And he said that everyone suffers, and that's what he's come out and said. He said, if you look at everyone across Europe, second half of the season, everyone's formed it because of the congestion of the games. Yeah, well, they just did it the other way around. I think theirs was just gelling, so the first half they didn't, and then they got it. So it's lucky. It's like that was almost their first half of the year because then they gelled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the tweaking like that first half and like coming up with new things like the first game he played Diaz as 9, we won 4-0 against Bayern.
Yeah. Be able to spot that as well. And he had to change in that game, didn't
he? The two playing Shobo and Jones up top against City and winning 2-0.
Yeah.
And 2 number 10s, like
which is very exciting considering what we might do.
Yeah. Imagine Vert's in there
The
instead of
fact
Jones.
he already has that in his locker,
Right.
and like the fact that he has those variants. So you've already touched upon it. Obviously, first game of the season, he's not happy, and he's not happy with Quansah. He's not happy with the way the game's been played.
Yeah.
So he's like, right, Quansah off, Canate on, sorted. He's not afraid to switch up the formation to a 2-5-4 or 2-5-3 rather. It could be 2-5-4. He probably would play Ali at centre back if he had the choice as a single holding centre back instead of Virgil up front. That ability to read a game, and I remember the first half of the season, we kind of touched upon it recently. Of he may have had a bit of a free reign to be allowed to play with the squad, no expectation, get top 4, but that's it.
Yeah.
And he was often first half come in goalless, second half go and blow people out the water sort of thing, because he'll tweak it, he'll play, and he'll say, do this now. What I'm really excited about is we're not yet playing slots attacking football.
No, that's what. Yeah, we've said this all year. We've said he's implemented his defensive style and controlling games and building up like slowly and being patient. But I don't think like the passing lanes, the those type of things haven't been him. He's been like just go and do what you used to do,
which I can imagine Salah being great at that sort of stuff as well.
Because he said it himself, like it's similar style with the counter pressing and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
In moments, so that's one thing he said to Salah. He said, "Don't track back."
Yeah,
at times. And he's like, "Well, first time ever, I wasn't required to come back."
Literally,
he still did at times, obviously. But
like City, he was pivotal.
There'll be different instructions for different games.
Well, absolutely. And then the thing I think I really have appreciated out of everything, I agree with the tweaks about everything. The two main things is how he handles himself with journos.
Oh, it's amazing. He's so calm.
He's so intelligent and calm, and gives
analysis.
I was going to say gives answers and analysis, but also doesn't give away too many of his secrets.
It's like he doesn't give a shit though. Like, I'm going to tell you that I know this about you. Like straight away, 3-0 against Ten Hag. Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, they do this, so I just beat them.
Yeah. He's like, I know what you do.
All right. Funny enough,
I think that was the first time I was impressed. I was like, okay, he knows what he's doing.
Which is a full circle moment because our season predictions was done on the Man United review podcast. That's literally what we say. Is how he and I had to listen to it back to get our season predictions, and we go into detail about how he rips apart Ten Hag.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was saying is one of my favorite. Other than that, and his football intelligence in general, one of my favorite things is the thing we've talked about loads of. He is more than happy for you to have the ball.
Yeah.
He will tell you where you can have the ball, and that's slot all over.
He won't give you a chance.
You have,
as in a clear cut, big chance.
You have to have a XG of lower than 0.2, and if you make it, he'll stand there and cup you. But 20% of the time you only make it, the others you don't, sort of thing. So I really like that about him. Where do you think we need to improve as a team, and slots team? Not positional. Because we've discussed that loads of times. I think as a team.
So in some instances, there's being controlled and being patient, and then there's we need a goal. I think sometimes we were too slow at
the kick of the goal. We need the Chiesa in the 85th minute coming against Newcastle. Literally create a chance.
When Van Dijk did the own goal against...
Yeah.
He goes and scores 2 minutes later. Where was the urgency to do that? Because you need to kill a game off. Don't go and get one goal. We need to learn to get 2. That is the issue.
For the first half of the season, we did.
Yeah.
We were killing games off.
Yeah.
Second half, fitness, whatever.
Yeah.
We weren't. And I completely agree with you we literally said it on the review podcast of why did it take going down or conceding the one goal to make you go and have to try?
Yeah.
Just try.
Yeah.
And I get about saving legs and all those things. I don't mind.
But
just try a little bit more to get
that viral TikTok or video going around where there's a student in front of a hall of people says, "Everyone raise your hand." It's like, everyone raise it higher. Why didn't you do it first time? Why didn't you give you 100% the first time?
Damn. That's brutal. I would have done like this. And then you'd be sat there,
your higher would have been there. He's like, "Oh, I'm still only 10%."
but yeah, it's called setting a ceiling, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this is what my feedback would have been as well, is there were elements of the season where we were very complacent about our opposition. and that doesn't mean we don't respect them. And they would say all the right words in games and give the right respect. They got to a certain point in the season where I'm like, you need to sprint as if they're Man City. You need to play as if they're the big team because they're now coming against elect champions and they want to ruin the pie. So you need to step up as the season goes. You almost need to get your wins and start slowly and then ramp up into the crescendo.
City were really good at the second half of the season.
Yeah. Well, there's so many times I've been in September, they'd lose a game, draw a game.
But as you said, they start slow. Yeah. They would start slow.
So slow.
Yeah.
And then from December, it's literally like,
don't lose a game.
We're level for the title. We're 1 point behind for the title. Done. Title's over because we're that close. We know the title's done.
Yeah,
and that's what I want. I want the killer of.
I
don't care who you are. I'm going to beat you all 5-0.
But now Arsenal fans the whole year they were like, oh, we're 7 points behind, but luckily it's Liverpool. They ain't going to think the same now.
No.
They'll be like, fuck, we're 7 points.
They will say the same. They will still say the same thing.
They will not think
They will not believe it at all. And they may have believed it last year because
no, that's fair enough.
Why not? You don't know
what slots like. You don't know. They were the better two teams over the previous 2 years.
Yeah.
More consistent. I wouldn't say better.
I love all the videos that came out after of people being like, on a slot who they're barely going to get fifth. What are you on about? Yeah, just selling the title. Like, cheers, boys.
Tells you. I don't know why it came to my head. Did you see the Steven Gerrard quote on TNT when he was on there?
Wait, let me get it. Yeah. You need to. Something about you need to. I'm going to use a rubbish analogy. You need to water the garden while it's raining. No, you don't. That's when you don't need to water a garden. What is it?
You need to fix the roof while it's sunshine.
I knew it. See, I was close.
Such a good quote, is it not? It's amazing. I love it.
Sun shining, great. Make sure that roof doesn't leak when it next rains, sort of thing.
Whereas,
make sure you cover it.
Spend money. It's still fucking raining. The roof's leaking and it's raining.
What metaphor? He chose that. He knew exactly what he was doing. Fair. He's like to dig at United while I have a solid quote that's going to solidify the rest of the career.
It is. I love that quote.
No, it is
because that's what we're doing this year. It is currently sunny for us, sunshine, everything, and we are getting a generational player. This window could be our best window of all.
Generational player, up and coming fullback, arguably top 3 left backs of the season last year. Yeah. You've got
the top
invincible right back.
Yeah, who's still young. Whose family love Liverpool.
Yeah,
he's Liverpool through and through.
I love all that.
Yeah. Did you hear about? I didn't realise he was going to go to us.
Go on.
So when he was 6 or 7, we wanted Frimpong to join us in the academy, but because of transport, he couldn't go to us, so he went to City.
No way.
And he's still come back to us. It's just full circle, meant to be.
And
he's developed. It's meant to be. He wouldn't have got in the team because Trent was here.
I prefer players like that because I always think, and it's one of Dad's favourite things, is 90% of football is the same. It's the 10% mental. Footballers, you get to a certain level, other than your level above where they're world class and all that, 80% of Premier League players are roughly the same level. They have moments or not as good form, all of that. It's the 10% mental ability of that to get over the line and be even better. Or if you're going for a title, it's the 10% mentality to sustain it, sort of thing. I think there's 110%. And if you're playing for a club that you're
100,
wholeheartedly invested in, I've got another.
And that's why
I'm dead. I've got another 10%.
And that's why, in my opinion, we've seen a drop off with Trent this year.
Right, definitely could be.
The United game.
And
the biggest example.
Yeah, exactly. And even to the extent of he had his moments and showed his quality still, but there wasn't the drive of every single minute I need to prove myself. It was I need to have moments for the camera to solidify my move, sort of thing. But yeah, so I love that from Frimpong. I'm holding out, and this isn't a transfer talk, but I'm really holding out for a rotational for Grav, which I'm happy with a Wharton. I'm really happy with that.
Would be fucking sick. If we can get Wharton, apparently it's 60 mil now. Last year it was quoted 100. If you get Wharton for 60 mil, you go get him.
Oh, 1,000%. I wouldn't flinch. I don't know who else is out there as well. There's quite a few people, but if Badge comes back, if Slot likes Badge, he could be a slot player, 1,000%. And then
I've seen
a striker.
Obviously, his highlights. I've seen some of his game against Palmer's, and he's been looking decent.
Yeah,
he's actually played, I think, centre back at times as well.
Don't mind that. I want a striker
I
for the rotation of we'll play a double 10 with Verts and Shobo, and then
But I don't-
you need a difference.
I don't want just a random striker.
No.
I don't want a TK or whatever it is.
Ekitike.
Whatever.
No, I like Alvarez. It would be
Alvarez, Isaac.
it's a striker you break the bank for.
Yeah.
Rather than another striker. If it's another striker, you keep Nunes.
Exactly. I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you stole what I was going to say. Fuck's it.
It barely ever happens.
But yeah, 100% you just keep Nunes.
Yeah.
There is no point in going and spending 100 mil on Ekitike and selling Nunes for 50 mil. You're losing 50 mil when they're probably the same player.
Yeah. It's been a very long podcast, by the way.
Yeah, I think that.
Didn't see that. I was going to ask loads more questions. We'll leave that one. We can do that on another podcast. So, one final question about this season. When did you believe we were winning it?
About this time last year.
Damn, that's such a cold hard statement. Yeah. And he has the receipts to prove it. Whereas I was probably a better question.
Well, no, like, if you want to say like when I was sure that like that we're doing it. Is it the Brentford? Is it Brentford? The Nunes brace?
Yeah, Nunes brace.
To come back.
I think that's a roughly similar time to what I'm thinking. When
Or was it Brighton? Was there a Brighton one?
So Brentford was 18th of Jan.
I think it was around then, yeah.
I believed on when did I believe? Oh, it might have been the Man City game, to be fair. It felt like Man City. Oh yeah, it was back-to-back Man City Newcastle. That was it. Back-to-back Man City Newcastle, and it was when Arsenal were 2 points behind us because
they
of
lost to
games in
West Ham,
hand.
didn't
They lost to West Ham. We beat both of those, and we shot into like 7 points clear. And we had just had a run of losing to Argyle, losing. Felt like a loss to Everton, but the Everton game
They treated it like
draw into Villa. It was in and around
Thank
that.
you, Tarkowski, for scoring because we would have had to celebrate on a Wednesday night.
We love that. We love that a lot. Quick pre-prediction for next year. Pre-prediction. Do you see Liverpool winning it?
Yep.
Who do you see competing against us?
City.
And then who are we going to beat in the final of the Champions League?
Madrid.
That would be so good. That would be so good. I want it to happen. I don't want it to happen because it's horrible, but I want it to happen because we lost to them every single time he played. We won the second you didn't play. What? There. So there.
Or I would rather like because I really want to play Barcelona as well.
Yeah. Bayern Leverkusen beating 4-0. So
yeah, I really want to. Yeah, apparently he's going to go 4-3-3.
Fair.
I think that's to accommodate Trent.
It kind of has to.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
But I don't know actually. Like, I'd almost want to beat Madrid in like a semi-final and not have them in the final for the added pressure because we get home and away.
2 legs as well.
Yeah.
If we lose the first bit by go.
Yeah. And then beat like Barcelona or PSG in this final.
So these are going to be quite hard because you have to use your memory.
Yeah.
Goal of the season.
Oh shit.
So for me,
I'm just going to go for a Maka one.
I mean, Maka's mine as well. I know Maka's scored screamers, but I couldn't think of any. The only
Nunes Bournemouth, left foot.
Oh, what? Where Slot's like, I'm only taking another 3 touches.
that was a good one.
Yeah, I do rate that. Mine was Maka against Real Madrid because I literally cannot believe he managed to get it in. It went through like 3 legs past Courtois, who we cannot score against. Tip of his toe outside the box. Like, how does he get it in like that?
And there's got to be Salah goals. I'm just going to say Salah.
I mean,
because there's going to be a goal.
Yeah, quite a few Salah goals to add into it. But I haven't gone for Salah because assist of the season.
Salah.
But which one?
The one with the outside of his boot.
What? Trivella? Any of the Trivellas? Mine is the Gakpo one against City. The one where it's impossible. No one sees it.
Yeah.
And he manages to cross it around the person to the back post, and Gakpo's the only person stood there. And it's like, how did you know it was there? How did you kick it through a player but around the player?
Yeah, his creativity this year has gone to another level. And I can't wait for him to get 25 assists next year.
Oh, damn. I'm here for it. Game of the season.
Game of the season.
It's quite a hard one. I had a few, but there's one that just
Leverkusen
felt like a bit of was for me.
Leverkusen was up there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I did like Newcastle away, even though we conceded in the last minute.
Yeah.
If Ali was in goal, no offense to Kelleher, we would have won that game, and that would have been the unreal
Like,
comeback.
it's true, but
It's Madrid.
it's Madrid for me.
Yeah,
Like, beating our bogey team,
Bradley
running them off the ground, side tackle, shutting every single one of their egos up and winning 3-0. Like, ridiculous.
Oh my god! If we play Madrid, it'll be Kirkes on Trent.
Oh, he ain't got any loyalty. He'll do what
He will.
Aga did to
Yeah,
Torres.
literally.
1,000%.
Everyone's saying that in
Virgil will do it.
No, everyone's been saying, "Oh, Jones is going to fucking injure Trent in England international training."
They're not back. Save of the season.
I don't know.
So I haven't gone for one. I've gone
I
for a
remember
game.
Ali doing one. That was
I
like
remember Ali doing one.
no.
I get it. I get what you're saying.
Ali does many.
Ali versus
Was it
PSG
Newcastle as well?
on the day we won
Yeah.
it in PSG. I've never seen a goalkeeper performance like it.
I think Ali's save on Isaac. I'm pretty sure it was going top right, and Ali somehow got to it. Or something.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And I was like that. That was what we missed in the first game.
Yeah.
At that bit, but yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Lastly, player of the season, I'll go for the one you do not choose.
Salah.
Maka. I think Maka's just...
Oh yeah, fine. Most consistent player.
Right. Season predictions. At the start of the season, and around about August time, we made season predictions for top 6, relegated 3, golden boot, playmaker, golden glove, surprise of the season,
Oh no.
one to watch, and under pressure. 3 for correct, 1 for close or aligned, I'd call it. 0 for a miss, -3 if you've messed up.
And then the loser gets a cream pie.
And the loser gets a cream pie, as promised by Ben. No armpit wax, Felly. So we're going to score it together.
Yep.
And we have to come to an agreement. Okay?
Yep.
Top 6, mine, City. I'm going to give myself a 0. A 1?
You got third.
So I put
0
first.
then. Yeah, 0 then.
You 1 and 1 for that, aren't you? Because they came second.
Huh?
They came third, and you said...
What? Yeah. What are we doing though? On the places, are we going one each side or?
Don't know. Sorry. I don't know.
Like for a point, are you going to go say like if you're 1 out, and then 0 points if you're more than 1 out?
Okay, for the top 6, should we go? If they're in there, you get a 1.
As in within 3, basically.
If you get it right, it's 3. Yeah. Oh, 1 either side. Okay, fine.
1 either side, shall we do?
So City, I put first.
So 0.
0.
Yeah.
Liverpool, I put second. So 1.
Yeah.
Arsenal, I put third. So 1. Chelsea, I put fourth. 3. United, 0.
-3.
-3. Spurs,
-3.
-3. Do you remember yours?
Yeah.
Go on.
Liverpool, Arsenal,
So
City,
3,
Chelsea, United,
3.
Spurs.
Wait, no, you didn't put Arsenal. You put City.
What, second?
Yeah, you didn't put Arsenal second. Why would you have put Arsenal second when City are just come off their 4 bounce and Rodri's not injured yet?
Because I thought they were going to drop off.
No, you didn't. I'm giving you the 1 for it. 1 for both those. You're going to go and listen to it, aren't you? Or did you make notes? And then Chelsea, United, Spurs. So you get the same as me. -3, -3. So after the first round, I'm on -1. Ben's on +2. This has not started well. He's still not happy, and he's on +2. He's literally got a 3-point swing over me, and he's still trying to fact check, even though I had to listen to the podcast today.
Yeah, but definitely.
Just because you tweeted different to what you said doesn't mean.
Yeah, I tweeted it, so you didn't go off with my tweet prediction.
No, we did a podcast. What are you talking about?
I tweeted exactly the right.
Well, but you didn't say it.
So my 5,000 followers actually think that I.
Well, the 1,000 that listen to us here will correct you on the podcast episode. Relegated 3. I put Forest.
I put Forest.
-3. You did put Forest. I put Leicester. We didn't rate. I've got them in an order of what we said. Should we take that as the order,
Or shall we just do it if they go down?
if they go down?
That's 3 here or not?
So
Do you want it or not? Or do you want position? What would you have?
We'll just do it normal. It's fine. You figure it out. So Forest -3, Leicester, I get 3, and Southampton I get 3.
Well, that's because you got more than me, didn't you?
In Southampton, you got 3.
Yeah.
You got Forest, you got -3.
I got Wolves, didn't I?
No, you did not. Where would you say is a big miss? Give me a number. It's a big miss for not hitting relegation.
Big miss.
Yeah. So what's classed as a -3 versus relegation?
Top half.
Top half. You picked Everton to get relegated.
Yeah, they should have.
They got 13th at the end. Not far off top half.
I'm still going for the same prediction next year.
I'll
just
give
so
you a
know.
0.
Everton are going down.
But I will say I said Everton, Palace, and Ipswich all in contention.
So you get minus more.
I don't. I get 3 for Ipswich. Golden Boot. There's a bit of controversy.
No, there's none. I'll put Salah.
Go back and listen to the episode. Ben says Salah straight off the bat.
I don't need to say
Ben
the
says
story.
no. I think Haaland will do it, and that I say so. You've gone for Salah, so you're welcome.
And then I'll say yes.
You're welcome for Salah. I went for Haaland because he had literally just scored back to back to back.
But he was second, so one.
Oh, he was second, was he? Well done. Nice. Boom. We've both got playmaker in Salah. It's kind of a given. Will he do it next year? Both got to us. He's going for it. Golden Glove.
Oh, now Verts is there. I don't know.
Oh, what for playmaker? Do you know who won Golden Glove?
Raya, wasn't it?
Who?
Was it Raya?
I don't know. Let's try and find out. Do.
Trying to think. Or Sal's, maybe? No.
I thought it was Sales. Share. Raya and Sales.
Yeah. Oh, name them both.
We both put Ali, and so he didn't come second because it was going first, so he doesn't get 0. Surprise of the season. Now,
What do we do? Player.
we put a team as a surprise of the season.
Did I go Everton because they were going to go down?
I think we should put context into the answer.
Did I say that or not?
No, but you're on the right lines. So if you have said, I think they're going to be a surprise because
Yeah.
X, Y, and Z, we take that as your answer, not the fact that they were a surprise for a different reason.
Yeah, okay.
Okay? Who'd you put?
Wolves?
No, you put United.
For what?
You said
They'll be
because
doing better than what you think.
yeah, you literally said the
minus
words. I would pick United because they will do better than I think they will.
Yeah.
And they almost got relegated.
Yeah.
I mean, you're taking a -3.
I'm going to have to win.
I'm going to give you a -3 for
Well,
them.
0 then.
They're still a surprise. I'm just not giving you.
Oh, it is a surprise, technically, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not giving you the points.
Yeah.
Just
What did you go for?
I'll actually give you. I'll give you a 1 for it because it was a surprise.
Technically, yeah.
A massive surprise. And so I went for Brighton, which I said I think they'll be challenging for the top 6.
Yeah, 1.
And they were thereabouts until the end. You gonna give me 1?
Yeah.
Fine. 1 to watch. Player, team, or manager. I put Savinho.
Did I put Slot?
You did put Slot. I'm going to give Slot a 3 because that's a fair one to watch. And one to watch, a bit of a weird one. You can't really.
Yeah.
Were they one to watch? Or were they not? Savinho.
I thought he played
floundered,
but I don't think it helped City dropped off.
Exactly. I'm not giving myself any points on that because I don't think he didn't live up to why I said one to watch. Under pressure.
Ten Hag.
Ten Hag, both of us.
Love it how I said United a good surprise.
And then you said he was under pressure. So I'll give us both 3 points for that. He literally got sacked 3 games ago.
Yeah.
You said Everton again.
For what?
Your hate on Everton. I'm here for them. You didn't. You just said they were under pressure for being so shit.
Well, they are. They were.
They were. They came 13th. They were cushy by the end of it.
By the end, at one point, they were literally 17th.
It's a 0, mate. It's a 0.
Did I say 10 Hag?
Yeah. Yeah. We're getting 3 points for this because we both said 3, so we might as well. 3 sets of points. 3 sets of points. Stop looking at the answers.
Oh, did we say 3 things?
Yeah. So you said Ten Hag, Everton. I said Ten Hag, Arteta. And I
As
said...
a what? Under pressure?
Under pressure. I said he'd be under pressure because if he doesn't win again, it's going to be very bad for him. He's still there.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's getting money.
He predicted it, but I was just like, wow. So I'm going to give myself 0 as well because, I mean, my prediction came to fruition.
I think now if you said that for next year, and he doesn't win anything, he's gone.
I will be saying it.
Yeah.
And then the last one we both got was Chelsea.
As what? What was
Chelsea.
it again?
Under pressure.
Yeah.
They got top 4, so zeros.
Yeah.
Cool. And that was it. How many points do you think you got? How many points do you think I
I
got?
don't know. I think I'm going to guess 17.
You got 17. How many did I get?
11.
You got 15. You're really good at this ballpark.
You're so impressed with my brain.
Because
Like how fast it is.
exactly what I like to
didn't
do.
count.
But that's exactly what I like to do. That's like my favourite game. You got 15. I got 10. So you made the differences. Yeah, right. Are you interested where you made the differences or you don't care?
I don't care.
Fine.
No, you can tell us, Statman. Go on. Statman James.
Liverpool and Golden Boot. Like, you backed the team.
I backed us.
You backed us. And you backed Salah.
I backed us.
Which is controversial.
I'd still win.
You still win. By 3 points, which is Liverpool winning. Anyway, so yeah. What were you going to say you were going to do? My forfeit is a cream pie to the face.
It's not. Yeah. Paper plate. Yeah, but audio listeners.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what to do.
Audio listeners, I'm going to squirt cream onto a plate
From a can.
and then shove it on his face. But I shall record it and put it over this video.
Yeah, probably on Twitter and shorts and stuff too.
Oh, it'll be everywhere.
It's Ben, so it's definitely happening. Right. So that was the season predictions. Final segment. We didn't get any replies because you didn't retweet and the 1,000 people didn't check the Dubpod Twitter. Moment of the season. What's yours? I'll run through it for you. So we've got lifting the trophy, obviously.
Lifting the trophy parade.
All of the Spurs games.
The Spurs game. That last Spurs game was
The last Spurs game, the 6-3. The one there was annoying.
The Spurs final against United.
All of the Spurs. That was a moment. That was a moment. Quinton Stanley advert coming true. Love that. Slot. Go to the club after winning the league. Mid-season. Lads on tour.
Yeah, that is. I love that.
I love the death run being written off on all comps because of it and then destroying it. Slot's tactics to go to 2 or even 1 at the back at times, which we've never seen before. It's literally like, Konate off, Nunes on. You don't have another centre-back. You've already brought off a left-back. Like, what are you doing? You've got Virgil back there and, Endo's all of a sudden there. Amazing. And then my last one is my one, and it's Bradley's tackle on Mbappe.
Yeah, I do.
When it happened, I literally
cheered.
Cheered and got ready.
It was amazing.
It was just perfect.
And can't even do it on Trent.
Yeah. Anything else, Dad?
No.
The whole season was a moment.
Yeah, I can. Right.
Perfect. Happy to end?
Yeah.
Go and fucking punch me in the face with some whipped cream. Hmm? Thank you again for listening to this first season?
First season of our podcast.
Of the Dub Sessions podcast. We hope you enjoyed it, all 1,000 of you. Please remember to leave a like, rating, subscribe, and share the pod with fellow Liverpool fans. We'll try and get more professional and better for season 2. There will still be podcast episodes coming out. It just might be, is this going to be start of season 2 or is it going to be like an interim? I'll let you decide that.
What?
Like the next podcast where we have
special guest.
Potentially a special guest, potentially or confirmed?
Yeah, it'll be in.
We got a special guest for next week's podcast episode, so make sure you subscribe and follow along. Yeah, someone you haven't heard before.
Warning, it'll be the first time doing this, as it's going to be over like Discord or something.
So I've just said we're going to be more professional. Probably going to be a lot less professional. That's absolutely fine. But yeah, make sure you're following us across all socials to keep up with that and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. I've been James.
I've been Ben.
You'll never walk alone. Listening to the Dub Sessions podcast, and Liverpool are champions. See you, Dragon.
See you, Dragon.